forecast. Here's KATC Chief Meteorologist Rob Perillo.
Welcome back. Well, today was the beginning of a trend where we're seeing fewer showers and storms, but we're still seeing activity. In between, we're seeing some sunshine, so that is the good news. Rain chances trending downward. Couple of more days of that, and then we are looking at more than likely a hot and dry pattern, but not out of the norm. So here's the big picture as we look at our pesky upper low that we knew was going to cut off. Fortunately, it's cut off well to the north of us. So yeah, we're seeing the storms wrap around this system, but better to have a cutoff low here than down here, and it starts drawing in Gulf moisture. And by luck as well, we had a tropical system that robbed a lot of moisture that was heading for the Gulf, and that delivered it along the East Coast. And you can see still some big storm complexes swirling around this storm system up here across the high plains. Severe weather in Texas, and if you slept in late today, you missed it. A system that was given a 20% chance of development was upgraded to Tropical Storm Bertha, made landfall, downgraded to a depression, now a rainmaker as it goes up all the way into Kentucky and Western Virginia. But nonetheless, two names out of the way. That was Tropical Storm Bertha. The next name up is Cristobal. I just like saying that name, Christopher in Spanish. So here's what's going on right now. We see those strong storms across the Texas Hill Country. One batch of storms that rolled through southeast Texas, producing severe weather, made it into Louisiana, did produce some small hail, gusty winds, but you see how that fell apart. Now we have another complex that's working its way through southeast Texas, and it remains to be seen on how much of this is going to be slipping into the area. You see one, here comes the next one. This one should weaken, but we can't rule out a few showers right at the end of this loop. This is just ground clutter, stable atmosphere indicating things are nice and quiet. Maybe a little patchy fog as well. So here's the 3-kilometer NAM model. We're trying to find one model that's going to do a decent job, and this one not showing much, maybe a sprinkle tonight. Tomorrow, partly cloudy skies much of the day, not showing much shower activity, but we're going to keep our rain chance at 30%. There's something going to be popping up here at some point during the day or into the evening. We don't see a whole lot on this model run. Still, as we head into tomorrow night, still the risk of a few storms going into Friday, and even Friday afternoon. We might even see an enhancement in our rain chances as we are looking at the possibility of a weak front trying to push on through. Got to look out for the storms too. Still gusty winds, maybe some small hail. Now here's the Euro model. We get us to Saturday. Drier air finally working its way in, and it looks like a dry pattern for this weekend and going down the road as well next week as high pressure anchors along the East Coast and then moves to the south. But broad area of low pressure by this what we call a Central American gyre down here. We'll have to keep an eye on that 10 to 14 days down the road. There are some hints by both the GFS and the European model that something may be up down here, somewhere here, maybe the Eastern Pacific, maybe the Northwest Caribbean, but something may be up as we finish out the first week of June and go into the second week of June. Near term though, quiet tonight, feeling pretty nice out there, about 66 the low, 87 the high tomorrow. We'll keep that rain chance at 30% just to cover it the way it's been going of late. So much the same for Friday. As mentioned, might go a little higher on that rain chance there. Then drier weather, temperatures near 90 or the lower 90s going into next week, and overnight lows upper 60s to lower 70s, which by the way is normal for this time of year. So reality is on the way. That's it for weather. We'll be right back right after this.